Well, here is where we left it last time. Haven't been able to be in the workshop area for a few days, and very excited. I've got a list of so many things to do, and I really want to get started on pretty much all of them. But today I've got an idea for the saw that I think is a multi-use of this deck, this palette, and I am eager to see if it works and if I can free up the space for it to be really useful and efficient. But also, uh, Cousin Carol has very generously said that I could also use this space, and we're going to start cleaning out a bunch of empty boxes. I'm blessed and grateful. We're going to get going on this too. Like I'm saying, there's so many possible ways to go. I guess what I'm going to do is just hope that maybe I can get another palette like this someday, because I would love to have these stringers. This is just some great wood that is 48 inches long, and it would be awesome to put that to work. But and I almost used this for cornhole board tops, but I just thought this is a workspace that I really want to have, and I think I can do some things with it. So here's the idea. A few weeks ago I sanded this down, kind of broke the corners a little bit to make sure that I'm not going to try to get all splintered up on it, but I want to put the miter saw on this, and I'm going to walk through that here in a minute. But especially if I get wheels on whatever eventually put this on, it seems so versatile to me. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I've got these threaded inserts, and I went to Rural King and got what I think are the right sized metric uh, bolts. And what I'm thinking is I can use these inserts on these 4 points of that are the mounting holes for this saw, and have the saw there, then run the power drill just to tighten these down, then to take them out when I'm done, pull it off. But then I'll still have the inserts there that I can make some custom dogs to, brace against or whatever. And I think I can do the grinding wheel on another corner and the vise on another corner, and potentially have them also that they could be on or off, so that I still have the full work surface, and I can use it better for clamping and use dogs. That's the idea. I'm going to work on that a bit. Let's see if I can get this set up. I haven't decided yet if I want it to run on the short side where I can stand easily, or if I need to move, when I eventually move this desk over here, I can run it on the long way and probably get more length of board on. I'm not sure yet. Going to see how it goes. And if anybody has any ideas about how to do this well, you've done something similar to this, you've set up a table like this, or you just think, oh, hey, now I see what you're doing. Here's a thought. That would be great. And as I've said, like and subscribing and commenting, those are awesome things. If you know anybody that might just have fun watching me kind of stumble my way through learning, please share them too if you'd like. Thanks very much. I am so blessed and grateful that this is the luxury of my life, that I get to learn and find out how to do things and share it with people. Thank you. Quick opinion poll. Is the miter saw better on this corner or here? Maybe it's better here. I kind of like the idea that I've got fairly unlimited length for the size of the board I can put on it. And I've got, even if I don't move anything else right now, let's see, what is that? It's going to be 2 feet, 3 feet, 3.5 feet or so that I can go in there. I think I'm going to put the first holes here. The great thing is that if I use these inserts, it doesn't matter how many holes or where I put it. I can move it around, but I think this is where I'm going to try it out to begin with. I would really love to know your thoughts on it. Thanks very much. Have I mentioned that this thing has a laser? Yeah. Yeah, it was bargain basement, but it's got some cool little gimmicks on it. This is going to be fun. Okay. Oh, by the way, do not make that a drinking game, please, especially not in my name. I don't drink, and I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. But just because I say okay over and over and over again does not mean anybody needs to take a shot. Here are the 4 mounting spots. There. And over there, might not be able to see that. And here are my inexpensive but dearly loved Forstner bits. So, we're going to see about drilling here, and then with a little bit of wood glue or something, some super glue, I'm going to put these inserts in so that we can fasten down the table saw. Still working. Thanks for watching. All right, my Forstner bits are all a little, even the smallest one is a little too big for this. So I thought this was kind of an impulse buy the other day to pick up this thing on sale at Rural King, this new bit set, but it looks like I actually really need it, and I'm glad I got it. I put the drill setting on 1 to try and keep it slow because these things really have a tendency to eat up the plywood. Let's see if this is the right size. Might need to wallow it out just a little bit, but I don't want to overdo it because I really want it to stay in there. I think that's going to work. I'm going to do 1 before I do the rest, and we'll see if it's the right thing. Hey, that's kind of happy serendipity. The adjuster for the saw itself, it came with the manual, is the right size for these inserts. I think they are 7mm. It's weird. I 6 or 7. I didn't even know about 7s, but they do exist evidently. Yeah, we're going to try this. I just turned on the video to show how it was working, and of course it popped out. It must be too small a drill hole. I expect to back this out again so that I can glue it up a bit and try to get that surface flattened out very well, but that is in and it's pretty flush. And let's try the bolt in it real quick. It's a little odd. There's quite a bit of slop in this. I kept thinking I didn't have the right thing, but nothing else would fit. So once it's tightened down, I think it'll be fine. And I may have to get a washer to go around this because the hole on the saw itself is pretty big. So we'll see. I've got some flat washers around here somewhere. But yeah, that's going through, and it should extend below the table. When I do it into the stringer, I'm going to drill pretty much as deep as I can so that the bolt can go as far down as it needs to go. That might be proof of concept. Yeah, let's keep going. That one's tight. I did wind them out a little bit. I think I'm going to go ahead and take that one back out and try to chamfer that one a bit. I didn't think that this would be big enough, but actually this counterbore set fixture on this swap out tool is just the right size. So let's do that a little bit. Once again, after I kind of butched up the first one, that one looks pretty nice. I'm going to keep going. I've had another little change of mind and heart here. I'm not gluing these in right now. I want to test them out a little bit, except for an attempt of wood glue and then resorting to CA glue to fix this little chip out here. I'm not going to glue them down for now, and I'm about to see if they saw goes on them well. You might be able to tell they're not, they ain't perfect, as they say in some societies. And so we'll see how they fasten down. I think this is going to work. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. That is 10 millimeter. That's what fits on the head here. And so I will be using some of my restore time to look for a socket or even a wrench that I can just dedicate to this. Preferably a socket so I could put it on a power drill and just zip these right out. But this gives me an idea what I need to look for. So it is mounted, and let's see if I can do this without giving anybody vertigo or seasickness. It is solid. That is great. I'm going to cut something. Yeah, it would have been good if I'd actually read the manual a bit before ratcheting it down, but it's still good anyway because come to find out there's a back support, keep it from flipping backwards, which wouldn't be a problem when I've got it, all lashed down. But I want to put it on anyway because I think it's a good thing to have. But here's something kind of cool. It's a cheap saw, but I got a glossary of woodworking terms in the manual, and that's gonna I'm going to learn a lot from this. I like it. And maybe we could all learn a little something, like the difference between a rabbet and a dado and a non-through cut. Yeah, I'm going to study up. All right. It's long past warranty, so I also made sure the warranty was done. I like to flatten when there's a screw down or a set screw of some kind. I like to flatten it, and I just feel like it holds better. Let's see if it actually works. All right, that's on. Very good. Mark Daner, I'm checking square. I'm impressed. This is right out of the box, and I think it's dead on. This little frame ain't perfect, but neither is the guy that cut it, nor the wood that it's cut from. But it's a little sign of progress here on Dead End Street today because the miter saw is working. And I'm really glad that I got to spend some time getting it set up today and finding out that it works. Cheap, sit in a box for years, but it works. And I'm grateful. Going to get to do a lot of things with this. Looking forward to sharing them with you. Thanks for watching.